Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's a good bite there. Good morning, folks. It's November 3rd, 2023. I'm on the upper end of Lake of the Ozarks. Going to do a little catfishing today. Man, what a beautiful day it is. I mean, the temperature is about 48 degrees, but it's supposed to get up into the low 60s. There is absolutely zero wind. I started out, I was going to do some drifting, but as I was coming downstream, I started looking at some spots that I've anchored in the past, and I pulled up on this spot, and man, there was a lot of catfish out there on the drop in about 20 to 25 feet. Some bait around, so I just couldn't stand it. I pulled up here. I've anchored. It's a big mud flat, drops out into the channel. So I've got my two power poles in the back, sunk in the mud, and then I've also got my micro anchor up front, holding the front of the boat. So I'm sitting here in about 6 feet of water in the back and about 3 feet in the front. And I'm gonna, I've got some shad. Shad were pretty easy to get. I went up into a cove and man, they were loaded in like 3 feet of water. So I got some good shad. I'm gonna use cut shad for bait, obviously. I'm gonna cut some head pieces, some body pieces, throw them out, see what they want. Stay with me. Let's see if we can catch some fish. All right, let's get some bait. I think I'm gonna need, that's some nice bait there. Make two out of that, two out of that. I'm running 6 rigs. Let's get 3 pieces. All right, I'm gonna just cut some head pieces. I'm gonna cut some body pieces, cut some bigger pieces and some smaller pieces. We'll just see what they want. I'm gonna cut a little head there, a little smaller chunk for the body there. Get rid of my scrap. I don't care if I'm feeding them. Some people don't want any bait in the water unless it's on their hook. I'm not that particular. Probably should be. All right, here's what I've got. I've got 2 B&M Silver Cat Elite Lights that I've got a 3-way rig on. Just got a 3-way swivel coming down to a dropper, a 9/0 George Young Jr. B&M hook, and then come on down, 20-pound line. This is the line going to the hook is 80-pound triple fish camo line. I've got 40 or 50-pound trilene mono on the reel. I've just got 20-pound line going down to my weight, so if I break anything off, I hope it's the weight. I'm gonna run 2 of these 3-way rigs, and then I've got 4 Santee Cooper rigs, and I've got these on some new rods I've got from B&M. I just love them. They're called Bomber. They're real sensitive, but they're not real heavy. And these fish on Truman and Lake of the Ozarks, you know, you catch a good one every now and then, but a lot of fish are small. These should be great for this type of fishing. They're called the Bomber series in honor of the Air Force. I love them. I mean, they've just got a great feel to them. So anyway, I've got them coming down, same setup, except these are Santee Cooper rigs. Like I say, I got a 2-ounce no-roll sinker above my swivel, and I come down, I've just got an 1.5-inch peg float and same hook. So I'm going to throw 4 of those out and then 2 3-way rigs. We'll see what they want, if anything. All right, I'm going to put this small head piece on this 1 3-way rig. I've just got a 2-ounce cannonball sinker on the bottom of these 3-way rigs. All right, I'll put a bigger head piece on the Bomber with the green tape on the bottom of the handle. I'll put the bigger baits on the left side and the smaller baits on the right side. I'm running Abu Garcia 7000 reels that I've had for probably 10, 12 years. Love these reels. All right, there we go. We got them set up. The water temperature's 57 degrees. We don't do any good here. Let's see, it's 8:39. We'll give it 20, 30 minutes. If we don't catch anything, we'll move. We may have to go to drifting. That drifting bite ought to be good, but we'll see what happens. Let me get some coffee. Oh, here we go. I knew it. If I picked up my phone, I was going to call and see what the lake level is. Every time you do something to distract you, you'll get a bite. Need to stay on the phone all the time. Back in the day when I was catfishing, I took about a 5-year break. I didn't do any catfishing, got rid of my Sea Arc Pro Cat 240 and just crappie fished. But back in the day when I was catfishing a lot on the lower end of Lake of the Ozarks, I could anchor up, and every time my wife called me, I'd catch a fish. So I told her, you call me about once an hour. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's a good bite there. Oh, I was just thinking about leaving. Uh-oh, did he just, no, he's coming at me. I thought he came off. Need to tighten this reel. I just put these on, these rods. Boy, that's got a good feel to it. First fish I've caught on these rods. Come on, baby. That'd be on the headpiece, smaller headpiece. Don't think I need a net for this one. Oh, he's staying down. Oh, that's a pretty good fish. I say pretty good. It's probably nettable. Should I risk it? Let's just risk it. See if I can get a hold of that later and just bring him in. It looks like he's hooked pretty good. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, got another one over here. Yep, that's on the three-way rig. Okay, it turned 9:09. I was getting ready to go, and here we go. So I'll just stay here for a minute. I like it. I don't think this one's as big as that other one. These fish run in packs sometimes. You get a bite on one, you get a bite on another one. Yeah, this little one here. Little blue. Get him off. That's on the smaller body piece. So we got one on the, oh, that was a body piece there too, smaller body piece. Maybe that's what they're gonna want. I thought that's a head piece, but it's not. All right, there's that one. Not keeping any fish. All right, let's see about this one here. Boy, he buried it. I mean, that old hook. I don't know if you can see that. Got him right in the lower jaw, right behind that heavy jaw. He wasn't coming off. That's for sure. There we go. All right, I'm gonna lay you down there for just a minute. I'm gonna put this rod back out and get it out of the way. I'm gonna get a measurement and a weight on this one, just for the fun of it. Let's see. That fish is a slot fish, 29 inches. Nice fatty. See what it weighs. All right, zeroed out. Let's see. Weighs in at 10, right at 10 pounds, 10.2, something in that range. Nice little 10-pound fish, slot fish. Not a bad way to start off. I'd take some more of them. We're gonna let him go, or her go, whatever it is. Okay, so that took us 25 minutes for a fish to get on there that we could land. We've had some jabs, but to get one on there took 25 minutes. I was getting ready to go. I'm gonna stay here for just a little bit longer. I'm gonna throw this one back out. I don't know what's happened yet. Oh, here we go. There we go. Well, I was just standing here. Yeah, well, maybe they're gonna start biting. Yeah, that's on the bigger side piece, but it's a side piece. All right, man, I love the action of this rod. So soft, so smooth, but it's got enough backbone to land these fish. All right, maybe they just didn't want to eat till 9 o'clock. All right, come on. Come up out of there. Oh yeah, bring him around here. Another nice little fish. Yep. Oh boy. Yep, talk to me. Yeah, that was on a side piece. They're not paying much attention to those head pieces. Another blues, got mud all over him. Not as big as the other one, but bigger than the second one. Let's see how long it is. Huh, boy, another slot fish, just over 26 inches. I mean, just barely over 26 inches. Puts him in the slot. Let's see what a fish that size weighs. All right, a fish just barely over the slot. 6, right at 6.9. So about 6.5 pounds. So 6-pounder and under are probably going to be below the slot. 10-pounders in the slot, 7-pounders in the slot. Obviously anything over about 6 is going to be in the slot till it gets big. All right, thank you, buddy. Now, do I put a bigger side piece on, or do I put a small one on? That one was on a little bigger side piece. I'm gonna give it about 10 more minutes, unless I catch a fish. If I catch a fish, that kind of resets the clock. But otherwise, I'm gonna go hit another spot. Okay, it's 9:39. That means we've been here right at an hour, if I recall correctly. Had several jabs. We've caught 3 fish, but I hadn't caught a fish here in a few minutes, so I'm gonna pull them up. Got another spot right downstream I want to hit. I've caught some fish at before. Let's go see. Okay, I got all the rods in. Let's pull up front micro anchor. Boy, that is sweet there, I'm telling you. No anchor, no rope. 3-point anchoring. Pull up the back poles. And we're ready. Okay, folks, it's 9:58. Let's call it 10 o'clock. I'm in my second spot. See what happens. Oh, here we go, here we go. Yep, got that one. Got that one. I don't think it's a giant. But I'm glad he bit. Little blue. Little blue. That came on a small headpiece, so they will bite a headpiece. Come on now. Speak to me. Get rid of that air. Little blue. Yeah, I think you're good to go. You didn't hurt that bait. I just put it back on. Had it through the lips. I'll go through the eyes, kind of toward the lips up. Probably that little pecker head that ran off with my bait a while ago. Getting my bite there. I told you, you catch one, you get multiple bites. I don't know why. Somebody tell me, leave a comment. Why? Why is that? You catch one, you catch two, or I don't know. Okay. We've been here about 25 minutes. Had one fish try to run off with one of the baits, a couple little jabs, and that's it. We're gonna move. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that feels like a better fish. Yeah, pulled on it good. I just had a small body piece on that. That's that 3-weight. Oh, he just came loose. No. Oh, man. He was a 80-pounder, obviously. Oh, it was a good fish. Wasn't quite that, but he was a good one. Look at him, got me all slimed up. Shame on him. Man, how'd he come unbuttoned? He was a good fish, but probably better than the one I caught earlier, but he wasn't an 80-pounder. Sure would like to have seen him. Man, he really got it all slimed up. Kind of got me tore up here too. Let's see what we got. Man, dadgummit. I can't believe he got off that George Young Jr. hook. They don't usually get off. All of them that get off weigh 80 pounds, don't they? All right, time to go. It's 11:11. Other than that one really good bite, we really haven't had much. A few little jabs. So, let's move on. I'd go drifting, but there's a boat out in front of me. It's been drifting for a long ways. I haven't seen them catch anything. So I don't think they're doing any better than I am. Okay, here we are. I think this is our fourth spot. We're going to see what happens. It's 11:52. We'll give it 30 minutes or so. This is right where I won a Kansas City catfish tournament several years ago, fishing by myself. I was anchored up here, but it was in the springtime. Well, I had to bust ice all the way from Drake Harbor down here, knocked off some transducers on my boat, but I got down here, got set up, and I had 5 fish that weighed, I think it was 111 pounds by 8:30. And I sat here in other places the rest of the day and never caught another fish. But those 5 fish I had before 8:30 won the tournament. But that was in the spring. It's a big mud flat comes out here and then kind of drops off in the channel. Those fish, here we go. We'll roll them up and down. From deep water to shallow. There's shad out here. There we go. Oh, got another one over here too. We may sit here for a while. I like this spot. Haven't been back here in a long time. They're still in here, it looks like. Little blue. That's on a little chunky side piece. Yeah. Nice little blue. Uncurl your tail. Good deal. Didn't hurt that piece either. I'm going to leave it on. Go right back out there. So I've got some I'm throwing almost parallel to me, be pretty shallow, and then deeper and deeper, and then these 2 in the back are in the deepest water. See what they want. Come on, some of you others that were playing around, let's go. That's good. I haven't been here very long. 12:01. I like it. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, he slammed it. That's on the little head piece. These fish are indiscriminate. They're also little blues. It's all right. They're fun. They're fun. He slammed it like a big boy. On the old Santee Cooper rig. Little headpiece. He saw it and wanted it. Man, that hook has got him too. There we go. Fun. Oh, here we go. There we go. Thank you for biting while I was standing right there by it. Appreciate it. I bet it looks just like that last one. Oh, this one's going now too. All right, got another little group coming through here. Go ahead, buddy. Take this one. He's there, I think. Oh, he was. This one's still here. Probably ought to be out there drifting. But this is fun. I like to anchor fish. Yep. It's just like that other one. That's on a side piece, getting a bite there. Maybe these fish are gonna move in here and let me have some fun. Huh? All right. Let's get us a side piece. At least when they hit it, they hit it. Okay, it's exactly 1 o'clock. We'll give this about 20 minutes at most, unless I catch fish. And then we're going to drift. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. It didn't take very long. 104. All right. Doesn't feel too bad, actually. No monster. But I don't think it's a little bitty dink. Well, it's close to a dink. Good pulling dink. It's on the side piece. Carolina rig. Man, all messed up too, isn't it? All right, thank you. Except you got me all screwed up here. All right, that took 4 minutes. I like it when that happens. I'm throwing out into the channel. Like I said, this is the narrowest spot up and down this stretch of the river. It's a great big mud flat over there, so the channel's pretty narrow. And it's about 40 feet deep out there, which is about the deepest water in this stretch here. I graph fish all out in there, including coming up the channel break, but there were some out in the middle. The graph does not lie. I will not pull in and stop on a spot that I don't graph fish coming into, but that doesn't mean they're going to bite just because you see them on the graph. But if there's no fish on the graph, you can be guaranteed they're not going to bite. Come on, fish. You got about 6 minutes, all I'm going to give you. Give it 20 minutes in this spot. We caught one fish. That's not enough. I'm ready to drift. Another good thing about these rods, these bomber rods, they put an eye way up the rod there on the bottom side. I like to hook it up there. You can see that. Let me see. I like to hook it. Put the hook up, bring it down, put my string around the deal, around the handle, and then that keeps my weight down here and it won't bang against my rods. Put that hook right there. Bring that line right there around the reel. Weight's right there. Now just kind of wrap that around a couple times. Perfect. Then for my three-way setup, I just put the hook down there in the regular hook holder. Take my dropper, wrap it around the handle. I got my weight down there. Again, won't bang around on my rod. We'll check this one and see. Got 80-pound K9 braid on the reel on these dragon rigs, and then anywhere from 60 to 80-pound mono for the leader, 2-ounce dragon weight, and a peg float or a demon dragon. one or the other. Somebody do the calculation. Leave me a comment down below. At 0.5 miles an hour, how long does it take to go 125 feet? I used to know all that. I'd calculated it all out at one time, and I've forgotten. I'm too lazy to do it again. But that way you can tell when you see them right down below you. If I got my baits out 125 to 150 feet, about how long it's going to take to get from the back of the boat back to where the baits are. Leave me a comment. Well, I'll tell you, we've been drifting about 38 minutes. I'm not sure we've had a bite. I see some fish down there. They don't seem to want it. I tell you, I'm going to go to the upper end of Truman in the morning, and I'm going to get my anchor rods back out. I'm going to do some anchor fishing up there. I know some people are saying, well, why do you keep switching rods? It's just personal preference. I like a little stiffer rod for drifting. I've got these Silver Cat Magnums B&M, which I like for drifting. I like to run braid on the reel, and I like to run line counter reels when I'm drifting. When I'm anchor fishing, I like to have a little softer tip. I like to have mono on the reel, and I don't like line counters. It seems like non-line counter reels cast better than line counters. So that's why. So I got two setups, and I switch. When I'm drifting, I use one set. When I'm anchoring, I use the other. Oh, there we go on the planer board. Yep. All right. Yes, sir. Finally got one. Yep. Finally got us one on the old drifting rig. Took long enough. I got my planer board set up so that my back clip stays on the line, doesn't move, but I pop the front one off so the board turns around backwards and I don't have to fight it. Some people like to pop the front one and have the back one on a clip so that it goes down the line, but I just don't like that planer board down by my fish when I'm getting ready to net it or land it. Just my personal preference. Some people don't like to have to reach up and take the planer board off like I just did. Little blue on a little headpiece. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Boy, muddy. Fish been down on the bottom. Fat little rascal. That's on a demon dragon float. Yep. Ooh. All right, thank you. Thank you for playing. So I've just got a demon dragon. I got a little rattle up above it. I don't know if any of that makes any difference. Some people say they'll hit the demon dragon. You're better off without them. Tell me, what do you think? What's your preference? Leave me a comment. Always wanting to learn. I'll just cast that out about 60 to 80 feet because I know it'll always be on the bottom. I'm not fishing water any deeper than that. Put a little front clip on. Plenty of line in between. Put the back clip on. Put her down in the water. Finally caught one. Okay, folks, that's going to do it for me. It's 3:25. We've put in a good full day. We haven't caught a whole lot of fish, but we caught some. I've had fun. I've drifted from 5 feet to 50 feet, and we caught one fish. So the anchor bite was better than the drift bite, and the anchor bite wasn't real good. But at any rate, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go home and watch the end of the Mizzou game and come back out tomorrow. But I'm going to Truman tomorrow. I'm going to go to the upper end. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, I'll ask you to please subscribe, hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. Makes me feel good if you do that. I'll keep doing them if you keep hitting the like button. Thanks for being with me. There will be a link to 2 more videos at the end here. Put a couple more of my catfishing videos on there. If you like this one, click on them. That's it. Going home. Thanks for being with me.